Yeah, the last flag bearer for the anti-Druid campaign has been thwarted. Trump has dropped out of the race for the championship. That's right. You guys are stuck with Cruz. Haha. Going into game number 1, it looks like a priest mirror, which is an interesting lead off here. I was anticipating Druid to start things off, but I guess what they want to do is to have the priest feel out the lineup. And with priest, the most important thing is just about how the early board snowballs. Also, here's a huge factor is that Lifecoach has the Northshire Cleric.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times you're trying to heal and maintain the board, but the Cleric's just going to give you extra cards.
And there's no kill on that Northshire in sight right now. That Northshire looks like it's going to go very well unchecked. Complicated, that's right.
Do you want to play Brand Bronzebeard? Because then I guess it completely adapts to what your opponent's doing. Because if your opponent passes, then you can definitely play Brand Bronzebeard. But if he's playing stronger minions,
you have no choice but to play around it. You're going to have to be behind some cards, and you're probably going to lose. But wow, he does a very steep climb.
I'm wondering if Savits's deck is a good matchup against the Dragon Priest. Let's assume that these Dragon decks make it to the finals, and Savits versus Lifecoach, for example. Well, do you think he has the edge? Because that Circle of Healing and Arcanite is actually decently reliable if the game can go on long enough to clear the board. And all those minions are around that range, right? The 3 to 5, 6 range.
All right. Well, looks like it's Brandon time.
It's definitely tough stuff from Thijs. I mean, he's already looking like he's in big pain playing these cards.
I don't think you can just play the... if you're Lifecoach, I don't think you can just play the Wormrest Agent, because if your opponent has... I don't think we've seen 2 Shadow Word Pains in any game, but I wouldn't be surprised if there are 2 Shadow Word Pains.
No, I don't think that any deck is running 2. You'd rather have minions in this deck instead of too many spells, and also your synergies got weaker as a class. You don't even have Shrinkmeister. But I think Lifecoach identifies that right now his hand is all about whether or not he can grab the most board control early on, because Thijs is conceding a lot of it.
All right, well, the Wormers hit the board. Another Northshire. I think here you can go full Northshire, right? You can go double Northshire, because I think...
You don't have to get too crazy. You can just still draw 1 card instead of 2. Yeah. Still not the end of the world. I like what you're suggesting. Just 1 Shadow Word Pain, kill the Wormrest Agent and heal. Probably heal Bran.
The minion that you heal is...
he brings.
Yeah. The minion that you heal is the one that you want to survive a Holy Nova, so you're healing your most valuable minion here.
Okay, so he values the 3/4 most stats. That's reasonable. Perhaps he feels like comfortable if your opponent uses Holy Nova, because like the priest is going to be trying to fight back with cards, but you can only Blackwing Corruptor so many things before you just run out of resources.
Oh, there we
It's gonna be a little bit mana efficient. There's also like the possibility he could just like Holy Nova or something.
Yeah, just Holy Nova, trade in Bran.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the play, I guess. You could also just not trade in Bran.
Just hit face.
Yeah, because if he heals the Harrison, you can still kill it with the Pyromancer Power Word Shield, and if he heals it, you draw a card.
Oh, I really like trading the brand, because we didn't mention Cabal Shadow Priest on turn 6.
It's very helpful.
These decks, I think you observed over time that these decks don't run Entomb, correct, Crip? And if they don't,
I think they do. I think they have like 1 Entomb.
Oh, they do have 1 Entomb. Okay.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. If they didn't, I think Entomb is very important to Dragon
play. None of these options are like perfect right now. You have like 5 second best options, basically.
Yeah. I don't mind playing the Twilight Guardian. Or you can just heal. Oh, interesting. Does that change the play? Blackwing Corruptor?
No, you can kill the 4/5, and you can leave your 3/6 in a position where it doesn't die to the board. I think I like that the best.
Yeah.
It's a very good draw.
Okay, and that's a scenario where drawing first was very important.
Yeah, absolutely.
A lot of people are always like, he drew second, didn't really matter. No, this actually did matter.
Mm-hmm.
Fall Shadow Priest number 2 doesn't actually have value here. In fact, it gets challenged by the board too easily. So maybe Powered Shield.
Mm-hmm. Try to get your own interrupter.
Draw. Holy Nova.
Even puts it at a 1/4 state for next turn if you want to draw another card.
Mm-hmm. It's a little bit vulnerable to your opponent's Cabal Shadow Priest, but I think this is the best way to cycle your card.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so back over to Lifecoach. He's gonna look for a way to take this away.
Oh, and he found a way to take it away.
Let me change your mind.
Thank you for your generous contribution to my side of the board.
I think you'd play the other Northshire here. There's no reason not to. It's not like there's some kind of card that kills all of these.
Not as far as we're thinking of. And then you Cabal another one. Shadow Word Pain. I'm comfortable with the cards I have, and I don't want you to have any more cards.
Mm-hmm.
And if I heal the Cleric, it's like I give you more tools to answer my board. So I think when you say it like that, Shadow Word Pain might be actually the better play here. The thing is that his hand's also looking okay because he has Ysera. So maybe he feels really comfortable dragging this into like the value game of one card versus one quality. They don't have Chill Maw, for example. I think Kibler was the only person to run Chill Maw.
Yeah, I think you're right. I'm not sure if that's the case, though. I don't remember exactly. I know Nefarian is in the Warrior deck, along with Onyxia.
Onyxia was the decks for sure.
Mm-hmm.
If Nefarian was in... I just remembered that Nefarian was in Lifecoach's deck when he was playing against a Shaman, and he needed to get something, and he got Totemic Might.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
The very... It's just a cherry on top of a beautiful cake, honestly.
Yeah.
Alright, I think it might be time to try to go for the Ysera. It's just like the best opportunity you'll ever get.
Mm-hmm.
Even though the board's pretty heavy, though.
Okay.
It's not too bad.
That's not too bad.
I'm really afraid of Azure Drake. Like, I think if you also pick up Holy Nova, you can't play if you play Azure Drake, so I think it's just better.
Nope. No spell in sight.
No Holy Smite. Although I think maybe one Holy Smite is what they've run in each deck. This is like, please don't have Ysera Awakens.
Yeah.
Ysera Awakens would just absolutely crush, and that would be a very anticlimactic end to this game.
Well, without Ysera... Oh, that is your opponent from killing you. It's definitely good enough.
I mean, it's a great card to have as opposed to something else, but after he bumps into these things, Thijs is going to be at 15 health, or maybe 17, and there's 13 on the board, so if he doesn't heal himself, he's within danger of dying to Holy Nova himself. I guess he's just gonna play the Twilight Guardian. Ysera draws another card, which is really impactful.
That's pretty good. There is Holy Nova, but I don't believe that's lethal.
No, because then...
Oh, no, it's one short. It's one short.
Wait, what if he played the Pyromancer?
It's one short with the Pyromancer.
Oh, okay. I was trying to recount.
Oh, man. Such a card draw. Oh, and there's the Farseer. That's a little bit of bounce. Oh, and Bran! The heal for 6. Potentially heal for 12. Gets another one somehow.
Okay, I like it. I actually really like this attack here. Because now Thijs
Awakens doesn't work.
Can't play Awakens. I mean, he has a Farseer, but in Lifecoach's mind, he can't do it.
He can heal for 12. He can you play the spells first. So you play the Pyromancer, then the 4-2 goes into the 4-6. Power Word Shield. Then you Dream the Harrison, and then you start playing the heals.
I want to Dream the Cabal Shadow Priest as well, because the Harrison can die at least to the Cabal or the Ysera. It's a little bit too much health, I think. It depends. I think either way, there's still like some really cool room for plays. Okay, so he ends up trading that. Almost the same difference here. Just needs to kind of get moving on the spells.
No, his sequencing is perfect. He's gonna have a ton, I believe.
Yeah, it's a nice play.
Oh, did he miss? No, he didn't. He got the Twilight Well.
Yeah, perfect play here from Thijs.
Wow.
Another Dream.
There is, man, this Ysera has commanded the board so heavily.
Yeah, it's just the fact that she's been able to fight back in value. Remember, once upon a time, Thijs had like 3 cards or 4 cards, and Lifecoach is on 5 or 6.
Yeah, this game started very badly for Thijs.
Yep, and the comeback is because you lack the ability to close out the game.
This Dream is monumental, by the way. You can Dream the 3-3 after attacking, trade your Pyromancer in, and heal for another 6. You could not heal, but then you could get like double Mind Blasted from a Nefarian.
Yeah, I guess you're right, but it's not. That's not gonna happen. Come on.
All right.
I mean, look at how big his board is. He can just heal himself. Yeah, he's fine. Yeah, I don't think you necessarily need to go too big. He's even healing the Pyromancer instead. Lifecoach is on his last turn here because there's too much damage. He knows with the Blackwing Corruptor, he's got a lot of burst there. He's gonna wrap it up. And really fun game. We'll have an opportunity to show what you guys are saying on the broadcast. Let us know who you're cheering for, your favorite moments, whether or not you like Crip's shirt. All those comments are fair play. So, yeah.
All right. Well, it's gonna be Druid versus Warrior here. Easily favored on the Druid side from what we've seen, but not an absolute matchup.
Mr. Rin has made an appearance once again. However, I don't know if you. Okay, so here's like an actual.
Yeah, I think we're gonna see one in this match. Maybe not this game, but this match. I think we're gonna see one.
Darnassus is not going to do anything in the coming turns if you don't play it now.
Right.
Therefore, you're much more inclined to get value out of it immediately.
And also, Violet Teacher might just bait and execute, and then you just lost in it.
And then have like a minion that's much stronger than you should be dealing with at that turn. You can still bash it later, but.
Yeah, this is a no-brainer bash, but these players do like to take their time, so
yeah,
it's not quite as instant. Playing one of those minions, I guess we could do like we could test the waters here, just play with Violet Teacher then.
The thing about the Thorson though is that it has the most blowout potential of like I win now because you didn't do anything. We've seen what happens when Force of Nature can get down to 3 mana. You can win a turn 6 combo. Not to mention Thorson's also 5 damage.
Ooh.
My master of the English language.
Twilight Snapjaw is the other term, I guess.
Well, isn't it? It's more like Shield. It's kind of like Maiden of the Lake status, but.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Violet Teacher giving you the opportunity to Wrath for 1. That's really good. Now you get 2 cards that are discounted immediately.
If he doesn't do this, he does lose Emperor because Bran and Cruel Task does bring the dragon to 6 attack.
Well, I'm assuming he's going to. Yeah, I'm assuming he's going to trade into it. I think it'd be a little foolish not to. I guess maybe he wants to remove the armor if that's the case, but I'm anticipating a trade into it.
Yeah, if he's got a Shield Slam, he would have played it on Tharson last turn. Oh, okay. Well, Tharson won't get answered then from that.
Not the end of the world, though. I mean, you already got some value off the Thorson. 5 damage. Plus, I don't really see too much of an alternative. The longer you leave up the Thorson, the higher chance you are just getting out-tempoed on the board.
Well, it's a bit late for that, but yeah, it goes to several different degrees.
Yep. And, you know, the biggest thing is that... Oh, man. Nice draw as well.
With your board?
Yeah, that's a possibility. Load up a lot of, like, small health minions. Like, 2 to 3 health each. But the problem with that is... I mean, you could be walking into like a Blackwing Corruptor, and you just want to keep the Bio Teacher as healthy as possible. That card's giving you a lot of board presence the longer you keep it alive, and it's very clear that Thijs can't remove it. So if I'm Lifecoach, I'm just riding the teacher all the way home. Like, just have her keep pushing more tokens and just keep imposing. And it's so scary because next turn, if he picks up Savage Roar, he can use it. And immediately use Force of Nature Savage Roar to end the game.
Wow. Is that game ending? It probably is. The 7 million Savage Roar.
In fact, what's really funny is that he has so many tokens that if he plays Force of Nature, he's only going to get 2 Treants.
Oh yeah, that's kind of bad actually. That sucks. That I don't think is lethal then.
Oh, damage? No, that's not enough.
Swipe Europe.
Time waits for no one.
Because I don't think that's enough, because you assume he armors up, you're still going to be like 2 points off lethal-ish, plus he can gain from other sources. So I think you just play the board control, hero power down to 3-2. Still take it a little bit slow here. Yeah, this is good. Well, the fact that Druid still can't play anything except Jessica Trueheart here is pretty sad.
He's got a little bit of a play now, but it's not great. It's probably better than Justicar, though. The issue with Justicar is you won't be able to really do anything in the next few turns either.
Try this.
Alright, Weaponsmith picks up the Farseer. Pretty okay. Meanwhile, Varian Rin, being the good father he is, being a cheerleader for the rest of his cards there. Dratcher Drake keeps putting on the pressure.
Yeah, it's good enough. Living Roots does 3 here, pops out a 1/1, gets half the value of the other choose option.
Awesome. Choose 1, kill a minion, and summon a 1/1, or summon 2 1/1s.
Alright.
8, 10, 20 damage next turn. Oops, no, he can't summon all of those Treants, so...
No dragon again.
Yeah. It's time to go for the Jessica Trueheart for the tank up, but I think this is enough damage. Oh wait, is it?
Well,
yeah. You just have to sacrifice 1, play Force of Nature.
you sacrifice
Oh no!
both of them, right?
It's because the other token is Wait, he's gonna summon. He's gonna have a full board.
I'm ready to learn.
Yeah, he had to sacrifice
He
the
had to
other
sacrifice
1/1.
the other 1/1.
It's actually a small misplay. He missed lethal there.
Yeah. Oh boy. Well, you know what? It's okay, because he's still in a really good position. He's laughing about it. He's like, don't worry, no one saw that.
Where shall I start?
And here comes Reno Jackson.
Oh man. If he did, I think he should honor concede, even though he in the game.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You have the real Jackson. It's okay. Just it's fine.
All right. Well,
clerics or like, and it just like gets outvalued too much. But I also see a world where the warrior gets finally the optimal line of removal. Like right last game, a lot of the reason why it happened the way it did was Thijs had nothing for a turn 3 Emperor, and that just got him too far behind.
all right. No, I think I'm just totally confused. There was the check marks there on the warrior. I'm dumb. No, there's no warrior that won anything. The warrior winning anything is really the deciding factor in this, I think. There's no warriors that have won. Yeah.
Right. Thijs won the first game as priest, and then Lifecoach won as druid.
Yeah.
And now we're at 1-1.
And priest and druid, yeah. They're both putting off warrior. Like, I don't want to play that deck right now.
I mean, we could all just go ahead and just make this a best of one and just play warrior versus warrior. That's also a possibility.
Or we could postpone that as much as possible.
Well, I'm sure we will. If we don't get started now, we might not finish until standard comes out for real, Crip, and then this format would be invalid. We'll have to see.
All right. Well, this is a decent. Oh, that's a really good hand from the priest. Now, that is precisely the card he was looking for.
Yeah, not bad. Still a little bit awkward because you can't kill the aspirant, and it just so happens that it's much better.
The funny thing is, on the following turn when you play the keeper, if you don't draw anything else to play, there might be a reasonable case where you silence the death rattle of your Dowler and Aspirant.
Oh yeah, that's actually a play that we've seen several times happen when Darnassus Assassin first came out. In fact, Thijs did that a lot. So it's pretty cool if he ends up being the guy doing it. I've seen him do it in multiple tournaments at BlizzCon, at Seat Story Cup, and in DreamHack as well. He was doing all those plays.
Yeah, it really depends on what he draws here. If he doesn't draw anything to follow the next.
What's the alternative? Is there any alternative? I don't think so. I think Wild Growth leaves the aspirant just out to dry. So good opportunity there. Really like this line, and now Twilight Guardian does come down, but you can play the the Azure Drake in response. See what comes out off the draw.
I'm curious if
you wouldn't lose the board. You would lose it to Savage Burn or Wrath. But
I don't think there would be a case for Savage Roar unless it'd be a very desperate one. So you're right, but it's a minimal risk. Yeah, he has nothing else.
Okay, so he makes a trade. Perfectly reasonable. Teacher can combo with the Living Roots, but it doesn't seem particularly effective this turn, so I think you still play the Azure Drake. Not to mention that, you still want to get deeper in your deck so you can get things like Force of Nature, Savage Roar, Swipe, etc.
Play the Cabal next turn, so if you lose a minion, but if you do a value trade with the 3/6, you're going to lose your 3/6 and you're going to get an injured keeper. So it's much better to just suicide your minion here. And I wonder if Thijs is going to pick up on this and intentionally damage his keeper as a result.
Oh, it's a pretty big deal. It's like the difference between making Swipe super effective or not. With the tempo is gonna be so much against you. So.
Pay attention, class.
All right. Well, I think Lifecoach has been the one making the excellent plays here. Oh, is he gonna make the attack? Wow, he sees it. Thijs sees through Lifecoach's excellent plays.
That's another
not worth playing
draw.
Nah, it's tough. No, I think I take it.
Teacher is so good. This Shadow Pain.
I think I take it.
Okay. I think you take it 2-1. I mean, it's a really valid point. What other things are you going to take with the? What other things are you going to be able to take with the Cabal Shadow Priest?
Man,
okay, heals the Drake, so it makes sense. So it doesn't die very easily. If you healed the Blackwing Corruptor, would be
might change some things up. You can play Azure Drake and Wrath and Living Roots to basically clear the board.
Love this play. It's so strong. Oh man,
into Swipe.
So close. Wait,
that's correct. That's correct.
I was just thinking if he had enough mana to swipe something. Innervate Swipe is no, Wrath costs 2, so it's not the case here. Wow, really effective job clearing the board.
That's a good draw.
1 damage away from turn with nothing on the priest side.
Well, I don't think he'll swipe unless he picks up a 5. If he gets another if he gets another oversized minion, he won't be able to swipe. I think he has to play more than just swipe.
It's a good point. Can't float that. Yeah. Or even Emperor, but I mean, it completely depends on what you want to do here. I can't really turn down the 2 cards, Lore, Innervate, Swipe. That's a huge swing.
He's got a Wrath, but a Wrath I don't think is good enough here.
Oh man. All right, so now as the priest player, everything was going so right, and now all of a sudden it's gone so wrong.
Yeah.
It's back in the position where it might have Force of Nature Savage Roar next turn, and you could just die.
Wow, that would be disgusting. You got a brand and double draw though. I don't really see another play that's comparable.
Play your own lore. Doesn't draw the exact same quality minions.
It puts your opponent on 16, and you have overwhelming board control.
Feels good, and 16 health is definitely like one of those situations where Priest has to have immediate reaction, very sharp one. Can't really do anything about it.
Yeah, he might have to play Ysera or something. I don't even know how that'll work.
Yeah, but the problem with that is if you just play Ysera, you die to just like a Savage Roar.
You die just to a 50-50 rack.
Also a possibility. I think that might be it for Lifecoach this game. Druid just too imposing. He's gonna try. Ysera might have an opportunity to get like Dream if it absorbs some stuff, but
No, it is Dream.
9. Oh, there.
Savage Roar.
Savage Roar for the guaranteed. And that'll wrap it up. So game number 3 goes to Thijs' way. He's one game away from upsetting his teammate. And
Flash heals. But I feel the Warrior struggles from not having those good cards anymore, but also doesn't have the bounce. So it's a slow deck with even fewer.
Exaggerating a little bit. However, it feels like Warrior versus Warrior is still reminiscent of the old days, except the only thing is that these guys don't really have many access to weapons to keep the board clear. So cards like Fierce Monkey is surprisingly really good against Warrior.
Yeah,
they don't have Death Spike. So it's like all these like really annoying things that just keep surviving.
Man, we have 2 sad Alistraza champions with no Alistraza.
That's right, Lonely Hearts. At this point, you're just going to be hero powering a lot.
No, I think you play your Alistraza champion because you have the Cruel Task to back it up. On the other side of the board, it's a little bit more difficult. Here we might see. Then you can play the monkey. I think if you play Alistraza champion, you have full flexibility.
Okay. I think the Fierce Monkey is like forcing your opponent to play into a specific way to make himself mana inefficient. So that's probably the way he's thinking about it.
Okay. It is not going to work out though. The Cruel Task is going to dominate the monkey. The Cruel Task will not die to the Weaponsmith because the coin was used. Most likely he'll play Alistraza's champion now, and then now we have recovery with the Weaponsmith on Thijs' side. Oh, that's dangerous. Wow. He went with a brand already.
Yeah, and there's that Weaponsmith waiting on the other side, which you know is a...
The board, he's got basically card advantage. He has much higher quality cards. I mean, what's Lifecoach going to have to do? He's going to have to, like, bash this Arathi Weaponsmith or something? No, he can just play his own, I suppose.
Play his own, I think, would also make sense.
I think maybe all the decks have Harrison now that I think about it.
All 3 decks have Farseers and Harrison Jones. Makes sense. Just kill Shamans.
Well, the bash does get punished the lead.
You
still gotta go for it, though.
Probably want to play it.
Yeah.
Even though you don't get the immediate value. With these Dragon decks, the mid-range, the mid-game of is like so important because it
Shield Slam, that's the only way to remove it, right? Mm-hmm. I think you have to do the shield block. The other one is just kind of poor.
Yeah, I think keeping the Alistraza's champion plus the Weaponsmith next turn is pretty decent. 5 damage, 6 mana removal, so it's fine. Pretty dead turn here for Thijs.
Yeah, Thijs has run very badly since his very big early game advantage. Oh my god. That's
what? Varian wants to pull Ysera, not to just have it joined the hand.
Yeah, he doesn't want to be preceded by Ysera and Onyxia.
In before 3 health or higher minions out, if he plays like Alistraza's Charge and the Weaponsmith, or if he just goes for Fierce Monkey to absorb some damage.
What now?
I think I like the Emperor.
Yeah, I like this play as well.
This is going to work out a little bit better. Did he get that attack in? Looks like he was trying to go for the attack, but actually didn't make it. I think that's for the best, though. Without Harrison on the other side, it's probably best to not attack. Because the 2 damage comes in very useful to coming up with minion lethals.
Yeah, I mean, the minion lethals are going to be sneaky. I don't even know if we've seen... Have we seen many finishers in this deck? I don't think we even saw Alex Straza, for example, right? Like, Alex Straza is usually a way you set up for lethal with some of these late-game control wards, but I don't think we even saw
Excellent draw there.
A 5-4.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, after it's all been said and done, Crip, we're going to turn 8 with both players almost at full health. It's just kind of been back and forth sparring. But looking at the hands, I mean, as much as we joke about Varian Rin, it's going to be refilling the hand with other cards to play.
Bran and fill your side of the board twice with Onyxia.
Bash, Shield Slam, preserve the Bran. Dude,
Bran
I want to see it. I want to see the Bran Varian Dream, but I don't think I'm going to live to see the day.
I think the idea with the Bran here is it's a scary card, and he's just trying to bait removal before he drops Onyxia or Ysera.
Yeah. And this 8 damage happens to line up very nicely for Onyxia, but there's still the 1/1s remaining. Without cards like Whirlwind and Revenge in the deck, it's going to be tricky to remove all those 1/1s.
One, right? Like we've seen more of this warrior than really any other deck, because 3 people in the tournament brought this exact deck, and it was the worst of their lineup. So we've definitely seen the most.
4 brought it to the tournament.
Was it 4?
Yeah, Eloise and Kibler also brought it.
Oh, well, that would be 5, but 3 players.
Then yeah, let's just do that.
He does have enough damage to kill Ysera, but man, that's a big investment. Oh, with Onyxia to follow, I think I would do this.
Yeah, you give up your board to replace it later on. I think that's perfectly fine. And this is part of the reason why I was still a little bit skeptical, honestly, about playing Ysera, just because the Onyxia is so much better controlling the board. However, it's one of those things where, like when Thijs played the Ysera when he was in the Priest Mirror, if the Ysera still doesn't die, say it survives as like a 4/2, you can get 2 cards off of it. That really pulls you far ahead if you're able to get a lot of high-value cards. Still, Ysera Awakens, one of the best. Pretty much the best that you'll ever see against a mid-range deck like this.
I think it's going to be... Oh, he can actually...
A lot better than it. It's the daughter, and...
I guess it was so good at Crash the Spectator mode.
Yeah, we'll flip POVs here and just try to get back Lifecoach's cam. That is quite a board. 8? That's 17 worth of stats, right? Oh, 16.
Well, easy play from Lifecoach. He just responds to his own... what is it? Queen of the Broodmother or something like that. It's something like that.
I thought she says kill a minion if it tries to pull a minion that's on a full board.
I don't know what happens. He might go for Ysera Awakens, but... Well, actually, this looks like he is going for Ysera Awakens. Yep, there's going to be Awakens.
And then play the Fierce Monkey. This is a very aggressive approach. Yeah. It's fine because now he's trying to, like, play with his smaller cards and make them get value before he plays Varian Rin as a refill.
Well, let's see if Lifecoach had an answer to Onyxia. We hadn't seen one earlier.
No, it looks like he has Twilight Guardian and the...
Voted it the best card. Like, I thought it was going to be one of the best cards, too.
Yeah, it was that and, like... I think, what was another legendary that was... There was also a couple other ones.
The second fan-voted best card in the set was Mistcaller.
Was it? Alright.
I did not agree with that one, though.
Yeah. Here we go. Farseer. Not really that needed.
You get a little bit more value out of this play.
just because you don't really need anything else.
Second armor smith.
Wait, what? Oh my god.
Second Farseer. And
What?
a dragon.
Dream?
3 minions.
Minions.
We did it! It was played. It was effective.
The ultimate victory cigar. You have successfully landed a Varian Rin. Congratulations, Thijs. You are going to be moving on to next round, barring a magical rip off the top. I have no clue what can come out. Not even a Nefarian would be able to.
No.
Still looking for dragon synergies, and that's going to be wrapping it up here.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like Thijs will be the G2 member advancing to the semifinals.
Great play, great play. And, you know, Thijs really didn't make many.
All right. Who's